Okay, so this is my van. I thought I'd show you what I've done so far. As of last time, obviously, I've put Reflectix on everything, stuffed all the cavities with insulation, and as I said, I was getting around to the boards, which I've measured and cut now. You can see that. I've cut them all to size and that and stuff. It's been really hard. Obviously, when I started doing this, I thought, oh yeah, that'll be really easy. How hard can it be? And it has been really difficult. I mean, for people out there that are trying to do it or thinking about doing it, don't not do it, because it is good fun. And obviously the finished product, well, hopefully mine will be good and I'll be happy with it and stuff. But it's harder than I thought it would be. I don't know why. I think it's just naivety, just going into it thinking, oh yeah, a piece of cake, just glue some stuff to some walls and start living in it. So it has been a bigger job than I expected, but that's not to say it hasn't been fun. I've enjoyed it, and there has been a lot of challenges that I've had to overcome, which is good. But like for one, I cut these yesterday, went to screw them on. The screws I bought weren't long enough. Yeah, I think I was worried about buying screws too long because I didn't want to puncture through the van or anything stupid like that and stuff. So I tried to be really safe and really cautious with everything I do. But I think sometimes I'm being too cautious. So yeah, I went to screw it in yesterday, and the screw didn't go through. So I'm going to go today and get some more screws, so we can get those panels screwed in and stuff. But when I first started it, I was trying to get it like absolutely perfect and things like that and stuff. Especially with the wood, I was trying to cut it like so there was no gaps and it fit absolutely perfect. And obviously, not being a carpenter or knowing that much about wood, it's not as easy as you think. And I mean, maybe for some people it is, I don't know. But what I'm doing is I'm going to cover the whole walls and ceiling in car carpet. You buy big rolls of it, and that'll give it a finished touch. So you won't really notice if there's a slight gap here or there. You know, it should all look really nice and smooth, and that'll give it a nice finish. So I don't have to be so careful about, you know, cutting and stuff. If there's a slight gap and that stuff, then we can work around it, and you know, the finished product should look really good. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's gone so far. We're getting there. Once I get the board screwed in, then that's half, you know, pretty much done. It's just a case of getting the carpet, doing that, and then it's just building shelves, bedding and things like that and stuff. So we're getting there. I'm still undecided about what I'm going to do with the back windows. My first plan was to black them out from the outside, and then cover them in Reflectix on the inside, and then just board them and not have them at all. So I think, do I want windows on the back? Do I not want windows on the back? So I'm still sort of in two minds about that. But I've insulated the doors anyway, because they'll be boarded at the bottom. So yeah, I'm still trying to sort of figure out what I want to do with that. But yeah, this is the van. Obviously, like I say, people think it's too small to sleep in, which it is. I can't lie out in this. If I put my feet out now, I mean, I'm going to move the camera slightly so you can see it a bit better. If I put my feet out here, that's as far as the gate will allow me to go, and that's it. That's as far back as I can go. So I'm now touching the door. So obviously that's not long enough to sleep. When I bought this van, I thought this was sort of like, I'm just going to move this around so you can see. I thought that this was just a metal bar, like gate thing, so I was going to just unscrew it and take this out completely and just leave like a dangling curtain. But what's actually really good about this, and I sort of fell on this by mistake when I bought the van. My plan was to just build a curtain up, but I've actually kind of stumbled upon a pretty great little van, because as you can see, I've moved the front seat completely flat forward, so I don't have to touch the driver's seat. I can lift this handle up, this swings around and clips into place, so that allows me to fully extend. Now I can put my feet here and lie down, and I'm touching the door with this hand fully extended, so that, I'm 5'10", this van's more than long enough with this gate open. So that's like a really great feature that this van has. And again, I don't have to move the driver's seat forward and stuff. Like I say, when I did my research before I bought this van, the people that did use these vans for sort of like weekend campers and stuff, what they'd do is they'd lie both seats down and that would give them enough room to make a double bed. Whereas this one, all I have to do is push the front seat down, swing that gate open, and I can do all that from in here as well. I don't have to get out, go around, do that, and then come back in. So that's really handy. The other feature this van has that I didn't know when I bought it was this. It's got a sunroof here almost. I don't know if you can see that. This black thing here unclips there and just opens straight up. And if I unclip the hinges here, it will stand completely vertically, and I can then stand up in this part of the van. Also, if it's nice weather, I can open that up, sit back in my van, have the doors open, more sunlight and stuff come in. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, my plan is to have a bed box along here, all open, so for storage underneath. And I've got black cushions and stuff ready to go on top of that. So that'll be my bed's like sofa. And then obviously I'm gonna have a little bit that folds down on a hinge, so my feet will be the same level, because obviously the bed will end here for when the gate's closed, so my feet will be dangling off the edge. So I'm just going to make a sort of, it'll be up during the day, and then a hinge, it will fold down, the little hinge leg that rests on the back of that chair, so it's all one height. And then on this side, I want a sort of desk about sort of mid-height. Underneath will be boxes of storage, a little desk so I can pop stuff on. And then above it will just be like shelves and stuff and more storage. So that's the plan. So I mean, there's not going to be a lot in here. There's not going to be like a sink and things like that and stuff. I know a lot of people, when they build their campers and things like that and stuff, they put sinks in. They have their own electric lights and stuff. I've just got like click LEDs that you push in and push off. I mean, yeah, they will run out of battery eventually, but you know, I can just replace them. And they're only a couple of pounds, so I can just buy a new one rather than if I can't get the batteries and things like that and stuff. So you know, I haven't fitted a second battery for lights. I haven't got a sink. I haven't got any of that sort of stuff. I haven't got a cooker. I'm not putting a cooker in or anything like that. I'm just going to sort of eat out. I'm going to have a little burner or something so I can cook if I need to. But most of the time I'll just eat out and you know, or have food in the van that doesn't need to be cooked and things like that stuff. So this is the plan anyway. But as I say, I'm finding it all out as I go. I'm not, you know, I've done a bit of research and I've looked at other people's and stuff and I've got ideas, but you don't really know until you do it yourself, which is what I'm doing. As I said with the van, I genuinely thought it would be fairly straightforward, cut a bit of wood, screw it to a wall, but it's actually been a bit harder than I thought it would be. But once it's done, I think it'll be all worth it. I mean, like yesterday I was cutting the wood. I was so scared when I started to cut the wood because I was like, if I cut it wrong, it's not going to fit. Or I've spent, I think it was like 60 quid on 2 sheets of this ply and this thicker bottom board. Yeah, when I went to start cutting, I thought if I cut this wrong, or cut it too short, I'm going to have to go buy more wood, and I can't afford to keep buying wood and stuff. So I was really nervous about getting it right and cutting it right. But as I'm going to be carpeting the whole thing anyway, you're not going to see this wood. So either there's a slight gap or it's not cut like completely the same and things like that and stuff, or there's a slight gap here or it doesn't quite fit there, then you know, you're not going to see that anyway. So in theory, it shouldn't matter too much. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I'll do another video next week. Hopefully we'll have the boards in by then, and maybe, if we're lucky, some carpet down. If not, while I'm waiting for the carpet, because I've ordered some online. If not, while I'm waiting for the carpet, I'm going to start building the bed box and start building the shelving and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'll do another video next week and I'll let you know how far I've got.